Hi everybody, Echo here, and welcome back to another build tutorial. I apologize for lack of videos. I've been kind of busy lately with the whole ton of stuff happening, but I am back today to give you yet another video. So today we are going to be making a carousel. Yep, we're going to be making this lovely carousel I have behind me. It's fully functional, works great for any like amusement park builds you might want to do, or just if you want something fun at your base. This is the perfect thing to do. Really simple, and I'm going to be showing you how to do it step by step, block by block. And so let's get started. So first we are going to do a quick test run, because why not? I love doing test runs. We are going to use one of my favorite discs just to make it so it's not like a long test run, but otherwise this thing can be really long. Yeah, that one is a really long one, so we're just gonna quickly swap those out. There we go. And while we are doing the test run, I will be explaining this entire thing. Alright, it's over here. Alright, so this is a fully functional working carousel. You can use it with any kind of like land rideable mob you want. I did it with all of them because this build was kind of inspired by a zoo we have kind of near me. It's by a carousel in a zoo that we have near me. They have this really cool carousel that has different animals you can ride on. And I loved riding it as a kid, and I figured it'd be a lot of fun instead of just doing like the traditional horses. If we just switched it up, and then you could have like llamas and camels and other mobs to ride on, which is really fun. So it works with any of these. Just as a quick note, zombie horses and skeleton horses are currently broken on riding. I'm not sure why, it's just how they are at the moment. As you can notice, these trapdoors are open. Not to worry, they will close. So you will know if the ride's about to stop because they will close. And yep, like that. You'll hear them close and then the ride will come to a stop. Alright, there we go. So, this ride should work with every single music disc but number 5, which is the Warden disc, because that one, it's not great carousel music, but it also doesn't seem to work too well with this ride. But all of the other 20 are going to work perfectly fine. Once the ride's over, they all come back to a place. It might not be the one that they started in, but they still stop. On the rare occasion that they do break, and it's quite possible that they will, it is really easy to fix, because if you notice up here, it's literally just pigeon minecarts. Since you can now tie mobs to each other, it's really easy, but the pigs will sometimes get so there's like 2 right here. Not to worry, it's a really simple fix. You just gotta make sure that 1 pig is on each one of these powered off rails. And once you do that, the ride is perfectly ready to go for the next run. So, without any further ado, let's get started. I will be showing you how to build this entire thing, all the redstone, all of it, in a step-by-step tutorial. So this entire thing will fit in a 28 by 25 area, the launch side being the 28 and this is the 25. It does have a little bit of a music box song shuffler thing, which is how the ride works. So the ride works with, once you push the button, it starts playing a song. And then when it starts playing, it's what powers the ride. So once the song stops, the ride stops. And it's pretty cool like that. So, it's really simple. I already got it kind of centered. So you're gonna need it to be at least 9 blocks on every side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 9 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then wait. 1 second. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why is that 10? Hang on, I gotta double check this side. 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, my bad. We need to just pull this entire thing over by 1. Like so. Now it should be 9 on each side. And then that needs to come over by 1. Right, there we go. Now it should be aligned up properly. So anyway, to get started, you're going to just have this little shape right here, which is a 3 by 3 on all sides with 9 blocks in the center. And then right here, you can go ahead and go 1 block away from that and dig a 3 by 5 hole that's 3 blocks deep. This is where you're gonna put your redstone music thing. So as you come down here, we will quickly build that together. It's really simple. For this build, you're just gonna need redstone dust, redstone repeaters, a dropper, some hoppers, some observers, a note block, a jukebox, and then some music discs of your choice. Alright, and let's get this started. So you're going to start by placing the note block here. I also forgot you need 1 full block. It's kind of like a redstone symbol. It can't be a stair or a slab or anything, it has to be a full block. And then you're going to go ahead and face an observer. That's it. It's this way, like so. And then 1 this way. Nope, this way. Alright. Then you're going to go ahead and put a dropper facing up right there with a hopper going into this dropper, a jukebox on top of there, and 1 more hopper facing the dropper. Except it is now trying to... Oh, it's switching. Okay. But now it's making a lot of noise, but not to worry. If you go ahead and put some redstone dust here, and then just like a redstone torch or another power source, it's going to go ahead and lock that hopper and make it ready for use. So we can go ahead and put a music disc in. Then once that is removed, it's going to start playing the disc. But we don't need to play a disc right now, so we can just go ahead and put that back in the dropper like so. And there you go. That is the first part of the ride ready. And then the rest of the redstone will be connected a little bit later. So once you have that going, that is pretty much the last thing. You can go ahead and stick a roof on it, or you can leave it empty. It's totally up to you. We are then going to start building a little bit of a platform. So you can go ahead and get rid of all the redstone stuff. Alright, so for this platform, I made it so there's like 1 block on all sides. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then this one is going to be a little bit of an exception. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we can just go ahead and connect all of these sides if I don't fall in first. Except this one is going to be a little bit different. So I'm going to hopefully manage to do this one without too much struggle. I need to check. Okay. So yeah, this is the last side that's gonna be this lawn. It's a fun carousel to make, but getting the placements right can be a pain. So instead, what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna place a block on each corner, and we will just remove what we don't need. Because we're gonna be using a little bit of World Edit for this video. I don't normally use World Edit, but this one kind of needs it. So replace. And it's / replace air stone, just like so. And then we can go ahead and carve out the corners. So it should be pretty simple. I just gotta figure out where the corners are. Alright, so this needs to stay like that. We can go ahead and start removing this. How much though? Apologies, it is pretty tricky. Oh, never mind, I totally did this wrong. No, did I do this right? Yeah, it's this side. Okay. So then from the edge, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3 in. So 1, 2, 3, and then this is all gonna get removed. Just like so. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's how long this side is. So 1. Did I do it right? No, I did not do it right again. Okay. So this side stays. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this all gets removed. This is the only side that's going to stick out. So now we can just go up to this corner and figure out where it's going to go in. So looks like on the third red one on the edge is when we start doing the diagonal. Okay. So we're going to go over here, count 1, 2, 3, and just cut off that entire corner. So that's these few blocks. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other two. So 1, 2, 3, like this. 2, 3. You're just going to do like 3 little diagonal lines. And then you should have, oh, you got to do this corner as well. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So then you should have something that looks like this. Yep, and this is gonna be where we start the main ride. So it is a really simple build. As I said, we are just gonna worry about doing that design first and then figure it out. So you can do it out of any kind of blocks you want. Like, it doesn't honestly matter, it's completely up to you. I think I'm gonna stick to doing some oak wood or oak logs, it doesn't matter which. And you're just gonna go ahead and take, let me just do a quick measurement on these logs. Okay, yeah, it's fine. So you're gonna go ahead and take these logs right here, each up by 5. 1, 2, 3. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then bring it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it should give you something that looks just a little bit like this. Then if you go 1, 2, 3 up, then you can change the temporary block and do something like that. And you can do the same thing on each corner. Oops. Okay, and there we go. So you should have something that goes 3 up and then 2, just like this. Really simple. Then you can actually go ahead and stick one more layer on the top here, going all the way around. Which is going to be where the start of the roof comes in. Just like so. And then since this is the front, this is the side that we're going to have the button on. But I also went ahead and did some stripped spruce wood. And you can place a temporary 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 up. With 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. These 4 blocks would do it on all the sides. Alright, just like so. Going all the way around. Oh, I also forgot to mention this build is done in 1.21.10. So anything under that might not work as well. So just a quick heads up. You can try it, but it's going to be missing quite a few features that the new version has. So just a quick heads up. And then once you go ahead and have this, we can go ahead and add our roof. So it's a really simple roof. You're just going to pretty much copy the entire floor itself for this roof. So we're just going to quickly do like another stone platform after I make sure it's the right height, like right there. Except you're not going to worry about copying the stair platform right there. So you're just going to go ahead and do just everything else. So we're just going to do a quick position set and then replace arrow stone. There we go. Then we can go ahead and remove our pillars and then just carve out the corners again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then just remove this pillar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then it should line up completely with what we have on the bottom. Really simple. And then that is going to be your roof. So once you have your roof, we go ahead and we find the center, which should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can go ahead and like bring your little roof trim up if you'd like. You also just want to like hollow out that. This just kind of helps you know where the center is. And one more. Okay. So just like this. So now that we have our center, this is where all of the redstone from the bottom is going to be coming up. And we can start by doing the rails. So you'll get to the rails in a minute. Or actually we can do those real quick. I gotta remember how I did them. So, okay. So you're going to start by going 5 away from one direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that was, I think it was 5 on the last block, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So then you're gonna do that for each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is like a really important part because it's where the PIDs are gonna be up at. And then for the other ones, you can go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sits, but the sits is in 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sits right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sits here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sits, and then you gotta put it right on the blocking board, just like so. So they're not like completely centered, but they're still gonna work. Then for these sides, whichever way you want them to face, so we're gonna be having it go. So they're gonna be going around this way. You're gonna go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4. So where's the front? It's right here. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, up and over. 1, 2, 3, 4, down. You're just gonna try to connect every single corner. So the corner ones are gonna go up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, up, and there you go. It's just gonna look kind of random, but it's gonna just go around like that. Now once you have it like that, then we can start placing the rails. So the minecarts are what's gonna be the hard part, because trying to get pits in minecarts is not the easiest job. Let me tell you that. So we're gonna go ahead and grab our rails first. You don't actually need too many powered rails. It's like 2 powered rails for each spot. So you're going to go ahead and do a normal rail on top of each of these. I think, right? Yeah, it's normal rails. Just do a normal rail on top of each of these. You're going to do a power rail on each side. And then normal rails just in between that. On top of each top block or whatever block you use. Just connecting them all up. Just like so. This is going to be how your rails should look. And then depending on which direction you want them to turn, you're going to want to power one of the powered rails. So I just use redstone torches, and I come to like the one right here, and I place a torch. That one is always going to be on, and I just kind of do that with each one on that side. Because if you did it so like you didn't do it on this one and you did it on this one, then they're going to get really stuck and it's just going to break a lot. So you want to do it so they're all going in the same direction. Just like so. So only one rail is always on, and then the other rail is going to be where they stop, and it's only going to turn on once the ride starts. So just like this, then we can go ahead and try to decide if we want to do some minecarts now or not worry about that. Yeah, we'll just finish the redstone connections first maybe. So, as I mentioned before, I did the redstone for that one a little more different than I did this one. So, I need to take a quick peek at what I did on this one so I can replicate it better on the other one. So, we're just going to stand up here real quick and I'm going to take a quick picture on my phone. So that way I can do this. if my phone knows how to behave today. There we go. Alright. Now that we got that done, we can quickly head back outside. Where's the door? Alright, so this is the front. So we're gonna go ahead and we won't worry about connecting the redstone in the pillar yet. I just want to get the redstone up here done. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and connect redstone dust to each one of these. Should have so 2 dust here, and then 1 dust here, and then you can do a repeater here. We're just gonna power that at a level of 14, and then do another repeater here, and then some dust in between. Oh, wait, nope, my bad. It's 2 redstone dust and then a repeater, so it's like 2 on each side, except for that. Then these are 3. Then you're gonna do a redstone dust that connects there, and then you're just gonna do this for each one of them. So 1, 2, 1, 2, repeater here, redstone dust there, repeater here, and redstone dust. So 1, 2, 1, 2, repeater or dust, repeater, dust. 1, 2, 1, 2, repeater, repeater, dust, and dust. Just on all 4 sides, and that is gonna power those 8 rails. Feel free to do your own redstone if you think you can, if you want to try to do it in a lot cleaner, better way. This is just how I figured out how to do it, and I'm not a redstone person, so yeah. After you get that done, we are going to go ahead and figure out the redstone in the pillar now, because it's pretty simple redstone. First we are going to go down and figure out which block is gonna be where the button is. So we're gonna quickly replace it with a spruce block so that way I know. Alright, so that's gonna be where the button is. So we're going to we're gonna put a torch right here with some, where is it? We're gonna use probably just some spruce slabs with the redstone dust right there. That's gonna be powered. And then, why isn't that powered? Because it's going down. Redstone dust can be so confusing sometimes. Let me go see what I did in here. Shouldn't matter if it was going down. Oh, it's because I used full blocks. That's right. Okay. Okay, 1 second while I get a quick picture of the tower as well. I can do redstone once, but I can't remember exactly how I did it the first time, so I need pictures that tell me what I did the first time, so that way I know how to do it in the future. Okay. But if you mess up like 1 redstone signal or something, it doesn't really work well, so that needs to go down. Okay, we're gonna put just like so, and then we're just gonna keep taking it down. So we need to head down here and figure out where we're taking it. That's it. Okay. This might be a little bit of a longer signal, but hopefully we can get it connected up. Yep, and you can go in there. So now that's going to be a locked hopper. You do want to keep at least one music disc in the hopper at all times. It will automatically change it, but when you're first doing it, you want to put a music disc there so that way it has something to put in. So just like so, that is going to be your redstone signal that goes down and around. You can go ahead and put a roof back on there. And then as for your signal over here, we are going to start work on that now. Oh, wait, 1 second. You don't want to get wires crossed, so we're going to quickly do that. And then put a wall up. Because you need to have space here for the signal to go that way. And up. So we're going to quickly do that. We can then go ahead and put another block here. You're going to need one comparator facing into the jukebox like that. And then you can go ahead and turn that on. And then you can go ahead and start bringing your redstone signal all the way around. Nope. Okay, so this one needs to stay there. Trying to get the wires to work sometimes is what can be a really big pain, but if we bring it up this way, then we can get it up the rest of the tower. So we just go ahead and bring it up, and then we're gonna start staircasing it all the way up. Oh yeah, so it goes there, and then we start the staircase. So there, there, here, and then we're going to put a repeater up here. So that way it can keep the signal going. More dust. And just keep staircasing it all the way up the tower. There. And then we're going to go ahead and do kind of like something like this, which is a fork. And then this is going to be what is going to power the rest of it. So we're going to go ahead and check the other picture. Alright, so you should have something that looks like this. It's going to go up the one direction, and it's going to go here on that wall, then up. Then you can do a repeater on the block right above the redstone torch. And then just kind of spiral it all the way up. Until it reaches the top here. Then you're going to do it kind of like a little block right here for all the redstone signals, which you can then quickly connect the lines. Just like so, all the way around, and that should be completely powered. So once you push that button, it should start powering it all. So we're gonna put, yeah, we're just gonna quickly replace this block back with the normal one, and unlock the hopper. And there you go. That should cover all of the redstone. And then once all that's done, we can go ahead and start doing the minecart stuff. And the horses and everything like that. So we can go ahead and clear out our inventory, and we can, it's honestly up to you which one you want to start with first. I think I'm going to quickly start with the pigs, since they are going to be the hardest part, but then the horses are also going to be hard because you got to tame them first. So, I guess they're kind of just equally hard. So we're just going to fence off a little area so that way the pig and the minecart don't try to get too far. You just need a minecart, and then you can like find natural pigs. You can also use like chickens, cows, sheep, anything else you can tie a lead to. But I just found pigs to be the easiest because they're like big enough that they're not gonna cause too much of a problem. The hard part is just getting it into the minecart. Oh, that one was easy. Okay, once they're in the minecart, you can go ahead and line them up right with that and put Storel. Come on, in the minecart. Thank you. Come on, into the minecart for me. Thank you. You can also go ahead and name them if you want, just so that way. Yep. Sorry. You're not supposed to go that way. You're supposed to go that way. That way they don't like despawn or anything, or just so it's easier if any of the leads break, you know where the horse goes. But the leads breaking is like really rare chance, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Just completely up to you. Like, do whatever you want with this. It's like entirely up to what you want to do and what you think would work. This is just what I did, so here we go. Why did that minecart? Okay, no, between that. Replacing the minecart, so it's not. No, get in the minecart. In the minecart, thank you. I think we only have like 2 more to go. Then we move on to the horses or whatever we want to use. I think we'll copy what I did with the other one and just use like the different mobs. Yeah, like it's the perfect ride because it works in like any biome. And with the new Nautilus coming out in a few days, and you can also do like an underwater one. I don't know how well that one would work, but I'm sure you guys can find a way to do it. Just make sure that none of the redstone signals get hit by... Come on, get in the minecart. You're making this really difficult. Like, it's walking through the minecart and it's not getting into its hitbox. Come on. There we go. You can make like an underwater one, which could be pretty cool with like Nautilus. Or even a sky one if you wanted to get Happy Guest. But I don't know how that one would work, so. If you guys managed that one, good job. You need like a really big one for a Happy Guest. But anyway, that takes care of all the pits and minecarts. And now we can move on to the other mobs. So for these mobs, I kept it really simple. I added a llama, a mule, a horse, a donkey, there's a trader llama, a skeleton horse, a zombie horse, and a camel. You also don't want to put saddles on any of them because otherwise that will make them player controlled and it will break it really quickly. So you don't want to do any of that. We're going to quickly try to tame it. But feel free to also like stick carpet on the llama. That's not going to affect it. And you can put a horse armor on the horse. It's not going to affect the horse at all. Just saddles. That's what this main thing. So once you have your mob, you can go ahead and choose a spot for it. And then you're going to sneak and then right click on the pig. And it's going to tie the mob to it. So there we go. Now we're going to try to tame the mule. But they can be stubborn. So, fun fact about mules, you can't actually find naturally spawned ones. You get a mule by breeding a horse and a donkey. So, that's a fun fact about Minecraft logic or something. Who knows? Minecraft will be Minecraft, I suppose. There we go. And then once you got the mule done, we can move on to the horse. Oh, that was a quick one. Okay, come here, horse. So we already got those two done, so this one can go right up here. Then we can move on to the donkey. Oh, one thing I do recommend is when building this, I wouldn't use temporary blocks for any that have redstone on them, because it is really hard to replace the block after. The only reason I did it this way is because I will be using World Edit in a minute to fix it. So, just, yeah, like so at the top, that normally symbolizes where the rails are. But it can also break the rails really easily if you try to change them after. So I just recommend doing whatever block you want to use for that part and for like the redstone. Because the redstone is pretty easily fixed. The rails can be the hard part. So, but it's like completely up to you. Now that we finished the donkey, we can move on to the trader llama. There we go. And then these last three are pretty simple because skeleton horses from spawn age are currently broken. I'm not sure why, but they have been for a few months, so who knows. And then zombie horses, you can also not ride them. I also can't put saddles on them, so I'm not really sure either, but. And then last but not least, the camel, which is not broken. And it doesn't need to be tamed, so. And there you go. Once you have all of your mobs set up, it should look just like this. We can go ahead and run a quick test run if we go put some music discs downstairs. We're gonna put a few of my favorites. And then this one right here is where you're going to put your button. So you can go ahead and choose a button to put there. I'm going to use dark oak. Then if you wanted to, you could put a door back here. Just so that way you can do some like easy maintenance and stuff. So we're going to quickly place a door on the back. Then there isn't really too many good ways down here, I don't think, but we can just quickly make a tunnel here. So it should work. So yeah, you're gonna want to put one music disc in the hopper, and then the rest can go in here. This will kind of like shuffle them randomly, and just choose one. And then you can go ahead and stick another roof on here, just so that way the music discs don't fly out weird. Just kind of like so. Then we can go ahead and time back out, and it should hopefully work. So if you push the button, they should all start moving. Yep. We're gonna do a quick test run of it before I teach you guys how to make the shell. I'm also hoping that, I think a camel, since it's a two-person mob, it would be a lot of fun if you like playing multiplayer. you and your friends can ride the camel or something together, and just a lot of fun. So it's about to stop. So once the music stops, it goes for another little second, and then it should automatically stop itself. And here we go. The mobs sometimes break on this disc, I've noticed, but they always somehow manage to fix themselves, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. And there you go. That is how you make the fully functional part of the carousel. Feel free to stop the video here if you want to and do your own shell, or you'll go ahead and do the rest of it in a step-by-step guide. This is going to be a really long tutorial, and I apologize. There's a whole lot of stuff that goes into it, but we can go ahead and get started. Alright, so for my shell, I did it kind of like this. So I have like the little lights that you have, and then the roof. And I did like a little railing, and just add a whole ton of detail. These aren't necessary. These are just the bits I was testing to see what each power of them was. So yeah, this 5 has a power level of 15, and it doesn't really work well for everything else, but all of them with 14 or under, they work really well for this. So yeah, we can go ahead and begin with that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be using some world edit for a second, just to quickly replace a few of these blocks. So if you're in creative, then this is helpful for you because it will see the commands you can do. And if you're not, then it's really simple and you can just go ahead and manually place the blocks. Not too difficult. So this is how I did it. So I used some different stones in it, and then I did skulk for the ceiling. So that's what we're going to quickly do. We're just going to do it here. You can manually do that one, but trying to fix it after is not going to be fun. So just gonna right click our 2 corners, and then we are going to do /set, and then this is how we're gonna do it. So it's gonna be probably 10%, no, 10% stone, 10% stone bricks. Nope, that's not how you spell stone bricks. 10% stone bricks. 5%. Oh wait, yeah. 5% mossy. Oh, never mind. I forgot an important key step. It's wrong thing. This. Then 5% mossy stone bricks. Where's that? Yeah, there it is. Mossy stone bricks. Followed by another comma, and then 5% cracked stone bricks. Okay, so that's 10, 20, 30. Then we're going to do another 10%. No, it's 20%. Hey, now, it's a really long command. 10% cobblestone. Ten percent mossy cobblestone. And then we're gonna go all the way back to the beginning and make it 10% andesite. And then the rest of it's gonna be stone. So let's see, we got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 50, you know what we're just gonna do. That is an also 10%. And that is a 10%. So 50. Alright, so now I gotta recount this. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and then 40% is gonna be stone. We gotta go push the stone bricks. And there we go. Oh. 1 second. I forgot that when you do that, it messes us a tiny bit with the redstone. And now it's on. Oops. Oh well, it can play. Hopefully it stops right. Alright, now that spits. We're gonna get out of the way and kind of just let them do their thing now. So there we go. We now have a random platform which we can then do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 again on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so then it should be completely randomized. Then up here, I just did the same thing, except for this one, I did sculpt. So you're just gonna go ahead and right click both corners, // replace, stone, sculpt. Just like so. And it's gonna replace, then we can also do the same for like the tuff. So we just do // replace tuff with sculpt. Like so. Then if you come down here, it's just gonna look like this down below. And that is the last of the world edit I will be using for this build. So once you have all that done, we can go ahead and start moving on to the rest of it. And they're still spinning. So as you can tell over here, I did this really cool little railing, and then I did stairs on the sides like this. So we're gonna quickly do the railing bit and then do the roof blast. So we can quickly clear out our inventory and just grab each stair. We're gonna grab that. I think that's all the stairs. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and on this corner right here. Is it that thing? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. trying to figure out if this is lined up properly. Alright, so I think my calculations are wrong, and so 1 second while we try to figure this part out. Let's see. 1, 2, 4. So I guess let's just try to do it. 1, 2. Then we're gonna find the center here. 1, 2, 4. Oh, and then 1 there, there, and then right lined up with this pillar, so right in the center there, and then there, and there. Oh, good, they all seem to stop, right? Okay, so let's do a quick count and measurement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I think that might be where I went wrong, because this is not supposed to be 9. Let's count in between here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it is fine. We just did I just did one teeny mistake with the placements. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it should be 3 right here with 3, then 1, 2, and so that's going to be a 4 in the corners, and then 6. Okay, so that's where we went wrong. But it should be fixed and working now. So it's going to be 6 on each side like this. So 6, 6 all the way around. With an exception of 3 right here. And I can go ahead and do another block here and a block here. Just like so. Then once you have that, we are going to go ahead and start placing in the stairs. So we're going to do stairs along each one of the corners. Ah, I forgot mossy cow. That's what I forgot. Okay, and then stone bricks. We're not going to worry about those 2 corners. Stone bricks. Stone, cobble. And then mossy cobble, stone. We're just going to do this all the way around. Except for on the corners. Just like so. That is taking a minute to place all the way around. I forgot we can also go ahead and place one more block right here. And I'm just going to go ahead and quickly replace these around, which we are going to do some manual texture on them. Just like so. And you can take them off from there. And there you go. You should have stairs going all the way around. Really simple. And then once you have that, we're going to go ahead and get rid of all of the stairs. We'll just put them aside for now. And we're going to find a wall. You can use any kind of wall you want. I just went with the stone brick wall. I'm thinking I might actually try this polished tough wall for now. You can go ahead and grab some iron bar or copper bars. Just any kind worked. I went with the iron with some waxed exposed copper chains. And then some light gray candles. So you can go ahead and place one polished tough wall on each one of these chisel stone bricks all the way around. Just like so. Except we forgot to do one more right there. Then you can go ahead and put iron bars in between all of those, except on the corner bits. Those ones are going to be a tiny bit different. So we're just going to have that going all the way around. And then on these ones, you're going to take put a bar here, there, going all the way around, kind of like in that corner. And then you're going to do the same on the other three sides. You're just going to kind of follow the floor. Like so. And then once you have all your iron bars placed, you can go ahead and place a light gray candle on each one. Kind of like gives it a little spike and makes it look kind of cool. And it's just gonna go all the way around. So quite a few candles, but let's really call in the end. Just like so. And once you had that, I forgot one more thing. We're gonna use a fence. So you can go ahead and choose whatever kind of fence you want. I think I might go for like a dark oak one. I did do spruce over there, but dark oak is fine here. You're just gonna go ahead and put a dark oak fence on top of each one of these walls. All the way around. Followed by 3 chains. So 1, 2, 3. Except not, I forgot. You're not gonna do it on these ones right over here. These ones are gonna stay empty. So 1, 2, 3, almost. And then you can go ahead and do a wall, a fence on top. Actually, I think we're just gonna do spruce ones, like I did on the other side. Since the roof is gonna be made out of spruce, it's easier to just do it all the same. My bad, is gonna quickly replace all of these with spruce. And we're gonna do the copper chains. Does 3 chains and then a fence on top of each one of these. Alright, and last one. Just like so. And so you should have something that looks just like this. And then once you do that, we are going to go ahead and take some spruce fence gates and put some between each one of these. Going all the way around. Except on these corners, which is just going to be some more spruce fences. Just going to do it all the way around. Just like so. And once you have that done, you can go ahead and start moving on to the roof. So the roof is going to be pretty simple as well. I just used some lats disposed cut copper and some stairs for it. So we are going to go ahead and begin work on that. So up here on the skull, you're going to go ahead and remove 1, 2, then stair, full block, stair, full block, stair, full block, going all the way across. So just like so, and then you're going to do it all the way around except on the corners. I did wax so that way it wouldn't oxidize any further, and it would just stay this color. Alright, then you should have something that looks a little bit like that now. And we are going to go see what we did with the corners. Okay, so the corners are pretty simple. You're just going to go ahead and do 2 lats of exposed cut copper right there. And each corner, going all the way around. Then once you have that, you're going to go ahead and take your upside down stairs, and you're going to do 1, 2, and then a slab in the center, just like so. So 1, 2, slab, 1, 2, slab, 1, 2, slab, and all the way around, just like so. So you should have something that looks a little bit like this now. And once you have that, we can go ahead and move on to the next part. For this next part, all you're going to need is some spruce stairs, slabs, trapdoors, I think planks, one of each frog light, or you can use any kind of light source you want, or any kind of block you want. They don't really light up, they're just there. Some shroom lights, and some oak shelves. So just like this. So then we're over here, we're gonna quickly start work on that pattern. Alright, so we're gonna go over here to the corners, which, one second while I double check. Okay, yeah. So you're gonna place one spruce stair like that, one there, and then two on top, just like so, for each side. Going all the way around. Just all the way around on each side. There should be like 8 of these, I think. I'm not really sure. Alright, last side. Then once you have that, you're going to go ahead and start doing a slab and trapdoor pattern. So slab, trapdoor, and so you can do a slab on every full block and a trapdoor on every stair. Going all the way around. Except on the corners. We're going to leave the corners empty for a minute. Alright, and once you finish that, you can go ahead and take your shelf blocks, and we're just, actually we're going to do the shelves in a minute. Okay, you can go ahead and put a spruce plank behind each one of these that is spacing kind of like on this side. So spruce planks on each one, going all the way around. Put the last one right there. And once you do that, you can go ahead and choose any light block you want. I just went with shroom lights. You're going to do a shroom light on each one of these waxed exposed copper blocks. Going all the way around. I also just like the way shroom lights sound when you place them. And then you're going to do that all the way around to give it some light. Then once you do that, you can go ahead and put your oak shelves on each one. Going all the way around. Once you do that, you can either mix it up or do the same pattern. I just did a ochre frog light, verdant, and then pearlescent, going all the way around. This can take a minute, so feel free to skip ahead in the video. I'm just going to do it on every single one of these shelf blocks. And try not to mess up placing one, because it's a really painful thing to fit. Or you can just go around and do all one color on each shelf and then do the next color and so on and so forth. Yeah, it's a really painful process and uses a lot of frog lights, but it's worth it in the end. You can also like use any shelf block type you want. I just used oak because it matched good with the spruce. Alright, now I just got the pearl ones. Alright, last side. Alright, and there we go. Now we have the frog lights on all sides, and they look absolutely amazing. So once you finish that, we can go ahead and finish adding the rooftop part on top of it. So let's go ahead and quickly do that. So you're going to start by sticking a slab right here with the trapdoor, and then just doing slabs and trapdoors going all the way down. You're going to do that on all four sides. The slab, trapdoor, and then slab, trapdoor pattern. Alright. Oh, we forgot one right here. And there we go. Now that we have it going all the way around, it looks absolutely amazing. Alright, and I will be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I have returned. So once I get that going, we can go ahead and move on to this corner. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and do spruce planks on top of each one of those, just like we did before. Just going all the way around. Just like so. Then once you have the spruce planks, we're gonna go ahead and do some spruce slabs on top of each one, on the bottom of each one of these planks. And then a trapdoor underneath, going all the way around. And there you go, that's going to cover the trim. And last but not least, we can move on to the roof and the last little details. So also for the roof, I went ahead and just did some carpets all the way around, so that way it would work a lot easier. So we're going to quickly do that. But we don't need to worry about that until after we get the roof on. So let's go ahead and do that next. So for the roof, I used some red nether bricks, dark oak nether bricks, and some smooth sandstone. So we're going to just quickly grab the dark oak planks. And we'll grab the slabs as well real quick. And we're going to quickly begin with this. So you're just gonna kind of do like a staircase type thing with the dark oak planks going all the way up to right about here, I think it was. Then you're gonna do like it with one block gap in the middle. Going all the way up on all four sides. So like here. You can tell what's the middle because if you look at it, it's gonna be the side with that. And I think we went too far over on that one, so we gotta do one here. It's also gonna be this one is gonna be centered right in between them. So like that. Then like right here. With another one here. And one more over here. Then just bring these ones all the way up. And we should have something that looks like this. Looks like those corners do touch though, so we can bring all of them up one more time. Just so the corners touch. Just like so. And followed by just a slab on top. Alright, and once we have that, we can move on to the next part, which is just some nether brick stairs. You're going to do a stair in between each one of these, going all the way up. Including in between the slabs right here. And feel free to do any design you want, mix and match, it's totally up to you and what colors you want to do. I just kind of did like traditional colors, so like the red and white, but you can do like blue and green, or pink and purple, even rainbow if you wanted to. Whatever fits your base best. And just like that. And then once you have that, the other sides are pretty much exactly the same, just different colors. So we can go ahead and do that. I'll show you how to do one half and then we can quickly do the other half. So for this, you're just gonna need some nether brick stairs and some nether bricks. And of course a slab. So let's go ahead and do this. So it's really simple. You're gonna do nether brick stairs next to each one of these dark oak planks, except for this one. That one's gonna be a slab. Then you're gonna do the same thing going down the other side. All the way down. Then next to those stairs, you're gonna do a full block going all the way up. I do have to double check this. Is it all slabs going all the way down? Yeah, okay. So then once you hit up here, instead of doing a full block, you're just going to do a slab. Then you're going to start the stairs again, right next to it, going all the way up. To like right about there. And then come back down. And then a slab. And it's just going to be like this going through the entire thing. Then I have to remember how I did this corner right here, because that corner was a little bit different. Okay, now put stairs. Okay. So you're just gonna go ahead and do some stairs here, here. Well, those are bricks. So you're gonna do blocks there, and then stairs, and then a full block, and then slab, block, block, and block, I think. Doesn't seem to fully match this side. How did I do this side? Alright, so stair, stair. Slab, slab, yeah. And then up top is... So this one is a slab. But how does it work with the stairs, how they are? Yeah, the roof is normally the most complicated bit because you gotta try to remember exactly how you made it the first time. It's not exactly the easiest, unless I just did it like that. See, slab, bricks, slab, okay. Not I did it yet. Oh, that stays empty. And then I did a full block and a slab. There's stairs on either side. And that's exactly how I did it, I thought. Oh, wait, one sec. Oh! My bad. Apologies, everybody. So, we did this a block closer than it should be. So, really sorry to do this to all of you, but we need to take down the entire roof and redo it. That's right, I will leave notice in the description before I upload, so that way hopefully no one accidentally does what I just did. And this is why I probably should have done the other thing first. Ah, bad. I thought about doing the carpet first, and I'm like, no, we don't need to do the carpet first. I should have done the carpet first. Okay. So we're just gonna quickly redo this whole thing. Okay. So we are gonna do the carpet now, so that way this doesn't happen again. We're gonna do 3 brown carpet there, here, here, and then again over here. And then which side is gonna be the red? This side. Okay, just like so, and then we are going to redo this whole thing. Take it all the way up. I should have been paying attention to the roof better on the other side. My bad. I could only made this design once, so yeah, that's fun. Alright, last side. Okay, and then we should have something that looks like this, and then we can go ahead and do the nether brick stairs right in between again, going all the way up. On all 4 sides. Just like so. Now out that, we can go ahead and just do our dark oak slabs on top again that we did. With our stair in between. Alright, now we can move on to this. This is really simple. So you're just gonna do your nether brick stairs or whatever stair you're using, going all the way up to right about there with a slab on top. And then bring it back down the other side. Then full block. Is that slab right on top. Then stair. Slab. Stair. Going down the other side. Then full block. With the slab. Then stair. Full block. With slab and slab there. Then stair. Stair. And slab. Just like so. You can even, if you wanted to, just turn the stairs so it's facing in that way. And then do like a full block right there. But completely up to you. So let's get these away. And there you go. Then we're going to do this exact design on the other three sides. So, except this one, it's going to be the same pattern, but with sandstone instead of the nether brick. So you gotta do stair, 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 going all the way up, slab, and then stair coming down the other side. So feel free to like pause the video and then just do all four sides if you want. Skip ahead, you can also do that. And totally up to you, or you can watch it. I apologize for how long this video is getting. This is one of my bigger tutorials because it has a lot of stuff to do in it. And also with the whole roof mess up and everything. Also, if you're making this in survival, I do recommend putting some light in here, just so you don't get any like mobs spawning that are gonna mess with the minecarts by moving around. So, like torches and lanterns or something should be enough light. There is the shroom light that will be giving off some, but it won't light up the middle. So. We can check how dark it is in a minute. Alright, and last side. Feel free to also do like your own design or use some of this design and just switch it up or use bits and pieces. Like completely up to you, but lots of fun at the same time. So and just a few more blocks. Maybe if I can place them right. And there you go. That will take care of the carousel roof for the most part. We can go ahead and quickly throw on our top bit. Really simple. I just did this. Then took some dark oak fences. It was a okay, and then a wall. We need a polished off wall, a spruce fence, and then a lightning rod. Just give it a little top. It also makes it like lightning proof and stuff. And there you go. That is the roof of your carousel done. And we can go ahead and come down here and just quickly finish the last few details on the center bit and the outside, and then you'll have a fully working carousel. So I'm just gonna quickly grab all of my stuff. We already got that reassigned. Okay, you can come back for the rest. So we're gonna go ahead and do an oak fence on each corner with a lantern, just to bring in some light down here. You can do it like a sign right above there. And I just did some banners on each side, well, on the I did a banner on each side and one in the middle. Well, two on that side and then one in the middle besides there. Actually, did I do any there? Like on the side of the door? Yeah, I did. Okay. And then you can do like a sign for like staff only or something up there. Completely up to you. So once you have that, we are gonna go ahead and finish adding the details. You can go ahead and start by doing, hang on, I gotta double check this. Okay, yeah, I did it right. We just gotta move all this down by one. So just like this. So it's like right above there. Then you're gonna do stair, stair, stair. Going all the way around. With full blocks in the corners. And then slabs. Then you can go ahead and do trap doors. Just like so. Then you can also do some like spruce planks right there on each one of these edges. With a trap door in between. Then you can take your spruce shelves and we're just gonna go ahead and do, I think I did them like this. With like a slab right there. Let me go double check the other side so I know for sure. Yep, I did it just like that. Okay. Then you're just gonna go ahead and copy that design on all four sides. So shelf, shelf, trap door, and then slab underneath. Shelf, shelf, trapdoor, shelf, 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 trapdoor, trapdoor, and slab. Just like so. And that should finish the center part. You can go ahead and add some plants or foliage. I just went ahead and used some clay and like moss, so I did like pale moss and regular moss, and then I just did some like firefly bushes and ferns. And where's the drip leaf? I did some drip leaf. Like this, yeah, go ahead and mix and match. So really up to you, like you can do like some drip leaf there and here with maybe like some firefly bushes and a fern. Or you could do like a fern there and a firefly bush there. Completely up to you, and there you go. And then one more detail before I forget is I went ahead and added some lanterns on all the sides. So go ahead and do like a chain with the lantern there, and then a normal lantern. Just going all the way around. Kind of gives it some light, especially at night. Just like so. Once you do that, the last final detail you can go ahead and do is we're just gonna throw some stuff around the outside. You can also feel free to like mix and match and do whatever you want with these. It's completely up to you, but this is just how I did mine. So we're gonna do some like dripstone with maybe some leaves and like a fern and a firefly bush. Just gives the edges a little bit more detail, I suppose it is. Like that. And there you go. This should be a fully functional working carousel. We can go ahead and give it a quick test run before we finish, just to make sure that it is working. It should work for every single music disc except for number 5, which is the Warden disc. I'm sure it might work for that one, but I honestly haven't tried it with that one, so feel free to start trying. Let's give it a try. Yeah, like it's gonna open the trap doors and stuff, but you'll hear them close right before the ride stops. And you can hear the sound of like the mine carts, but it's also kind of relaxing. So. And then this should also work at night, so time set midnight. But yeah, there we go. It's pretty lit up. You do want to light up the inside because it's going to be quite dark up there. It looks really good at night, so. Perfect ride for you and your friends, or like any amusement park, and just anything like that. Then you hear the trap door close, and then the ride comes to a stop. And there you go. It's fully working. We will go upstairs and quickly check how bright it is in here. Yeah, it doesn't look like you need too much light. So if you were to just do like a lantern here, 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 and here, then it shouldn't be too bad. No monster should be able to spawn up here. And there you go. Here is a working ride. We're gonna quickly put that away. Come back over here. And times day. Okay. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this build tutorial. I am really sorry for how long it is. It's a really complicated build, and if you don't do everything just right, then it's gonna break the entire thing. But I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. Let me know if there's any other builds you'd like to see. I have also started doing some live streams over on my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/EchoTheDiamond. I'll link my thing in the description below. Make sure to check that out. I haven't been streaming as much lately, but I'm going to try to get into doing that more. And I am sorry for a lack of videos lately, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye, and have a Merry Christmas. Even though it's only the 1st. Don't judge me.